Well, beloved dumb motherfuckers. What's going on, everyone? It is I, everyone's favorite jack of all trades, with foul mouth, Commodore Urban, and today I am giving to you guys a movie review. I finally went back to the theaters and I watched a new movie. I want to tell you guys all about it and what I think about it. So before I do begin, I want to just say hi to everyone. Hi everyone, how you doing? Hope you guys are doing alright and shit. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos I'm putting out. That's the reason why I fucking do this shit. It's for you guys. No one else but you guys. And, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Jerry, I hope you're doing alright. Glenn, Barker, buddy, King fan, I hope you're doing good. Ed, if you're watching, I hope you're doing well. Mr. Ball, I hope you're doing well. Jeff, I hope you're doing well, and just everyone else that I know, I hope you're all doing well too. Anyway, originally I wanted to go see the new Elvis movie, which my mom went and saw. But she told me it wasn't that great. She said it was okay, but it was really long, and the guy that they got to play as Elvis didn't really look like Elvis. So I thought, you know what, I'll just wait till it comes on DVD and I'll watch it then. So I went and saw an animated movie. Yes, it was a cartoon. And if you guys don't like the idea about that, go fuck yourselves, But it was an animated movie. And it was a Nickelodeon animated movie called Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank. Yeah, I went and saw it. It was absolutely fucking hilarious. Absolutely just gold, comic gold, and it's just fucking great. Now, I'll explain to you the story about the movie. Basically, how it starts. The story is of this dog. His name is Hank. And he leaves the land of dogs, which there's like different countries. And there's one country that's nothing but dogs, and there's a country of cats. And the thing is, they can't cross or whatever in the different countries and whatever. Anyway, he leaves the land of dogs to go visit the land of cats because he wants to meet the legendary samurai. Because when he was, in the land of dogs, he got beat up and picked on all the time, but then there was a samurai that saved him from being beaten up. A legendary samurai basically saved his ass, and so he wanted to find the samurai, and he wanted to train and become a samurai himself so he could be able to learn to protect himself and others. And so he was able to get into the land of cats, but the problem is he gets in trouble and he's going to be executed. Well, the main villain of the story comes into play here. I can't remember the villain's name, but he's voiced by legendary British comedian and actor Ricky Gervais. And he says, I got an idea for you. How would you like to be the new samurai for Kakamucho, was the name of the town. And the thing is, of course, Hank jumped on it. The problem is, he didn't know anything about being a samurai, because the town had lost its samurai because of raiders. And the raiders were coming in and were terrorizing him because the villain, which was, like I said, voiced by Ricky Gervais, is wanting to clear out the town and get rid of the town to have a grand view for his palace that he's building, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Anyway, so Hank goes into the town of Kakamucho, and he says that he's the new samurai. Of course, all the cats at first are trying to kill his ass, because of course, no dogs allowed. Anyway, and of course, Hank doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, but then he meets a drunkard by the name of Jimbo. This gray aging cat that has a real drinking problem. He makes some kind of like Scotch tea shit out of catnip. Awful shit. It's like the equivalent of alcohol. Anyway, he is voiced by the legendary Samuel L. Jackson. I absolutely love Samuel L. Jackson. He's a fucking awesome actor, and I thought it was awesome that he lent his voice to this character. Anyway, turns out Jimbo was the samurai that saved Hank. And Hank learns that a little bit later on. And so Hank asked Jimbo to teach him, for him to be the teacher, and of course Hank be the student. And of course, he said, yeah, sure, whatever. And Hank said, you help me, I'll help you. Because Jimbo tells Hank about the story when he used to be a samurai for an old friend of his, which we learn later on is the Shogun. And which the Shogun, by the way, is voiced by the legendary comedian Mel Brooks, which Mel Brooks is absolutely hilarious as hell. Anyway, so he teaches Hank, but because he's not a cat, because he's trying to teach him the way of the cat samurai, has to teach him, because he's a dog, has to teach him another different way. But the thing is, the villain that is voiced by, Ricky Gervais, he does not want the dog samurai to stay, so he does everything he can to jeopardize it, including bringing him to this supposed ultra cool party, which in fact was just a setup. Basically he just set it up for the dog to be away while the Raiders go back, which, mind you, the lead general of the Raiders, which is actually the army that Ricky Gervais actually put together, the general is actually voiced by none other than Hakaru Sulu himself, Mr. George Takei. And that's an awesome Star Trek bit for you. George Takei, the guy who played as Hakaru Sulu, does the voice for the general of the Raiders in Paws of Fury, which is, I think it was just awesome. I was sitting there geeking. I was like, oh, yay! Like my inner Trek was like, yay! So anyway, and of course Hank gets pulled away from it and shit, and of course the town and shit gets fucked over, and of course, Jimbo, seeing this, he knew it was a fucking trap anyway. Basically, the two of them have harsh words and about it. And of course, Hank leaves, but before all that happens, Hank is tested before, whatever, in a battle against what was called the Beast, which is Sumo. Big, massive, overly weight tabby cat, which looks kind of like Garfield after he ate too many lasagnas. But anyway, thing is, Hank thought he took down the Sumo, but no, Jimbo actually helped because he used the Sumo's weakness, which was he was allergic to beans. And that's how Hank was able to take down the Sumo. But anyway, back to the thing. And then Hank actually finds out the true plan of what Ricky Gervais' character is actually doing, trying to clear out the town to make way, for the view of his palace, and also the grand achievement of his palace, which is called the Super Bowl, which is a jade toilet, massive jade toilet, which is absolutely fucking stupid. The humor in it is absolutely hilarious. Of course, a lot of fart jokes and a lot of toilet humor. But anyway, when the massive army comes, of course, Hank comes back and he makes amends with Jimbo, and the entire town fight against this army. Well, there's a showdown that happens between Hank and, I can't remember the cat's name, Gervais' character. Anyway, they fighting on the giant toilet, and it's really funny because in the end, the cat falls into the toilet, it gets flushed, and of course Hank tries to save him, but he couldn't get him, and so George Takei's character, the big kind of somewhat dim-witted general, tries to pull him in, and they get stuck in the hole, and it's like, uh-oh, and so the whole toilet explodes, and water floods out of the palace, destroys the palace, getting ready to flood the city. Anyway, turns out, Hank showed them to dig, and they all dug trenches and stuff, and they were able to save the city. And of course, the Shogun shows up and finds out what the hell happened, thanks to Jimbo and Hank, and of course, the dim-witted general. He actually told exactly what happened, but then Jimbo actually find out that his friend that he was supposed to protect years ago actually became the Shogun. Of course, the Shogun, he just laughed about the stories. Oh, that's one of the funniest stories ever. That's the best birthday ever. And so, it's all made amends. And of course, the Shogun was going to make Hank the samurai Kakamucho, but Hank was like, I can't because I got to finish my training with my teacher. And of course, the one of the children, which she was a samurai expert, she became the samurai. And of course, at the end credits or whatever, you see, Jimbo beating the crap out of Hank with a stick, saying, "Protect yourself, protect yourself." And that's how the movie ends, and it's absolutely just fantastic. fucking awesome movie. It had a great story plot. It had a great set of characters. It was funny as hell, and I just absolutely fucking loved it. I give the movie five, 5 stars, fucking 2 thumbs up. Um, I wish it was a little bit longer because I enjoyed it. Because a movie like that's usually like an hour and a half or so. It's like 90-some minute movie, so it doesn't last long. But I wish it was a little bit longer so we can get a little bit more punches in and stuff with the humor and shit. And I love the fact that they actually went with the idea of feudal Japan, that era, the feudal Japan era, and was able to blend, Japanese culture with this amazing animation with these great, like, anamorphic animal characters, which are just, I thought was great. I thought it was absolutely fucking amazing. If you guys have not seen Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank, go fucking watch it. It's absolutely amazing. Amazing movie. I'm not lying. And trust me, I guarantee you, by the time you leave the theater, you will be laughing your ass off and you'll think, damn, that was a great movie. So, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed that review. My review of Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank. And if you guys liked it, if you have any questions or comments about anything about it, leave in the comment section below and I'll get back with you. And you love the shit I'm doing. I do movie reviews, I do book reviews, I build model ships, I do history, and I do just a little bit of everything. Like I said, I'm the fucking jack of all trades with the foul mouth for fuck's sake. So, anyway, until next time, this is Commodore Irvin. Have smooth seas, clear skies, happy sailing with all of you. God bless you all, and take care and be yourselves. Until next time, anchors away, motherfuckers, and I'll catch you right on Warm Trade and where the hell no one knows, and everybody let's kung fu fighting. So, take care.